What's up, guys, and welcome back to SCUM. Now, you can see we have some lovely weather going on today, and we are down at the Torpedo Factory. And a big part of this is with this most recent update, they added a setting to where you can have the puppets permanently limp. So they would be more like traditional zombies. So I wanted to test that. So I've turned that setting on. For those of you that are curious, this button here. Come into World, go over to NPCs, and then you come down to here, the Puppet Limping Health Threshold. And that's normally set to -1. If you set it to 1, then that essentially turns it on to where the puppets will always limp. So we've got that, but then I also went ahead and doubled their health just because if they're that slow, regular puppets are going to be. Uh, there's not going to be a huge threat, you know? So we went ahead and bumped that up. I may bump up their damage as well. I haven't messed with that at all yet, but anywho. We're going to give that a try. And honestly, this weather kind of works for this because it'll make it to where they do have the ability potentially to get up close before we can see them. So, anywho, we're going to check this place. Well, there's one right there, it looks like. Is that a loot puppet? No, I think it's an armored one. Okay. You know what? Let's just hop out here and see what this guy can do to us. Or not necessarily to us, but just... Yeah, so that's the kind of speed that they have. So they're slow. Now, if you just ignore them and a bunch of them get on you, then yeah, they can still definitely mess you up. You know what? Let's condition is my action. It's okay. Oh, something else. I think I'm gonna turn on hordes. We had hordes turned off. And he's still not down. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's turn hordes on, because that'll make it more interesting as well. So let's see. Horde activation chance multiplier. There we go. So for those of you that would like to know how to disable hordes, it's this setting right here. Horde activate or My brain no goodly with wordliness today. Encounter horde activation chance multiplier. There we go. If you do not want hordes turned on, set that to 0. That will disable hordes from spawning. And then, for those of you that are curious, I'm trying some more of these settings we got. So, the encounter base character multiplier is set to 3. So that's the maximum that you can set it to, I believe. You know what? Here, let's go ahead and set this one up as well. Because with the extra, or with the slower puppets, I want there to be... I don't think that one matters in single player. No amount of players. Okay. But I want there to be as many puppets as possible, you know? Anywho. Let's get the truck inside, because it's going to be a long ways to carry stuff out. And we're not necessarily going to loot absolutely everything here. We're going to primarily hit the security lockers. At least on camera. I may come through afterwards and loot the rest of it, but it takes a long time to loot this place. And the primary reason that we're here is to test these new puppet settings. And this is a good place to get a lot of puppets, typically speaking. Now, I also kind of like the rain from the aspect of it'll make it to where we get encumbered faster. To where, since the puppets are slower, we can also be slower. There's one way out there. How far off are you? I'm curious. You're only 100 meters? Okay. Interesting. I don't know that I'm going to try taking that shot. Now, also, actually, with them being slower, and since we have hordes turned on, let's... Whoa. Let's remove suppressor. Well, let's not, because we're going inside, and I don't want my ears ringing. I've already got tinnitus bad enough. I don't need more of that. Whoa, there you are. You're over there. Where be ye, Hap? There ye be. Good, you're slow too. That's what I was hoping for. Where's this other one? I hear another one. There you are. Ooh. Okay, so even headshots like this are going to require 2. Okay. Well, that's good. At least with this, we're just using 5.56 here. I would very much, especially if we're going with puppets like this, I'm really thinking we might switch over to like the Car 98 or something like that. Just switch it up to it. You know what? Screw this. I honestly I like the sound of the the guns. And if it brings a horde down on us, that could make things a little more interesting. See what these puppet numbers actually do. Where'd that one go? There was one over there. Where'd you go? There you are. Yeah, man. Yep, there's a horde. But you see, the hordes are now slow, but they're going to descend on us from all sides, potentially. Oh, and especially in a place like this, where a lot of them are going to be armored. Oh, God, that's creepy, because they still sound like they're coming at you quickly. Damn it. I really hope that they add a headshots only setting. To where you can still drop them with one headshot, but anything other than a headshot, and you can just unload as many bullets into them as you want, and they'll never drop. You know. Now, just with the increased health and hordes now turned on, we're going to burn through ammo very quickly. So even with them being slower, we're potentially going to get to a point where we just have to avoid them rather than keep trying to fight them. But again, I want to switch to something with a little more punch. Ooh, a big ol' schmacker-doo. You know what? Here, you go in there, and then you come over here. Because that didn't do a heck of a lot there. I mean, we can put it there, I suppose. Yeah, I primarily want to hit these security lockers all over the place. So we're going to get the best stuff. How much money do I have? Not much. Okay, that's what I thought. Not enough to buy a Car 98. Because I think the cars are like 11 grand. I don't really... Well, I want a spare one of those. Because those of you that watched the live stream on Saturday, you guys saw that I got the snot beat out of me by some NPCs. They shot the hell out of me. And for whatever reason, it seems, the NPCs now target your utility belt and your knife sheath. Those two things and my backpack were what got utterly destroyed. And I mean utterly destroyed. Like, they hit me just a couple of times. They were all running shotguns. But they hit me a couple of times and utterly destroyed my backpack, my knife sheath, and my utility belt. Is there a happy up here? There's often a happy up here, but I sure don't hear one now. And we're gonna... The puppet settings that we're using right now are not necessarily the final puppet settings that we're gonna go with. It just kind of... We're wanting to see how they go. You know... Because the puppets permanently limping is something that I have been wanting for a good while now. But I also want headshots only. Oh. So I'm trying to kind of get as close to that as we can. Oh. Well, I don't personally like the M249. But we will definitely take it. That's sellable. Oh, barely at 50%. The traders do not like taking stuff that's under 50%. So we may have to repair that a little bit. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, has anybody else noticed, or maybe it's just me, but it almost seems like the lockpicking has gotten... like the sweet spot has gotten a little more difficult to hit. And like I said, maybe it's just me, but we kind of all noticed it on the stream last night that the lockpicking seemed a little more difficult than it was before. Anybody up here? Oh, sledgehammer's nice. Huh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will definitely take wire. Oh, come on. It also seems like my mouse sensitivity got changed a bit. I mean, we'll take it. I don't like the folding sights on the M16, personally. I mean, that'll sell, I guess. Right now, we kind of need money. Hey, we will... Wait, God, I hate tracer ammo, though. You know, say we really don't need those right now, but for certain outfits, I do actually like those style goggles. So we'll take them. You know, for right now, we really don't need those either, do we? No, not really. Okay. Well, we got some decent stuff from up here. Again, we're here more to kind of test the puppet settings than for actual loot. Although this is probably the... either, if not the best, then one of the best loot locations on the island, if you're going for military loot. Now, I'm going to check some of these anyway, just for ammo. Well, hey, there we go. A survival knife. I like those. I don't remember if those sell. Now, I need to be getting some of these, like just glass bottles and stuff. Because I want to make, like, a lot of the hanging lanterns and stuff. You know, we need to actually kind of decorate the base. Make it a little more cozy and, you know, look like a place that we actually live. And I'll say I hear another happy. Wonderful. I don't really care too much about those. You know what? Sure. 38 special, we'll take them. I mean, and those... Of course I can't actually carry it. Why would I be able to carry it? That would just be handy, wouldn't it? Ah, there we go. I can somehow shove it in my quiver. Perfect. Now, I had talked before about doing like a crafted ammo only run, or, you know, just making that a new rule or something like that. That would work. Oh, well, heck, I had earplugs anyway. I didn't need a suppressor at all. Ooh, yes, please. That wouldn't work very well if we're gonna increase the puppet health. Oh, poop. Unless we go with something, you know, a more full-powered round. So, that's another reason why I want to go with something a little more potent here. Oh, hi, there you are. You know what? How does the smacker do fare against you guys? Oh, that's actually pretty damn good. And again, that's with them having double health. Okay. Ooh, I might stick with the smacker dude then. Save on ammunition. Hit him with the smacker dude. Ho. Dang, that thing's pretty darn slick. Hey, screwdriver, we'll take that. You know what? We'll, never mind, we won't take this off. What kind of space do you take up there, Saw? Can you... Oh, poop. Too much space, that's how much. Darn it. You could just hold it in your hand, genius. There you go. Would you look at that with your eyes? I hear you, Happy. I hope you're not out there trying to blow up my truck. Ah, those sell pretty well in good condition. Or they used to. I don't know if they still do. I primarily want ammunition. Oh, hey. I can carry those on my face. Perfect. Carnage. Yes. Absolutely, I'll take the Car 98 bayonet. Because if I'm going to start rocking a car, and if we got these puppets slower, then I don't really need the suppressor. You know, what condition are you in compared to the one I picked up? You are better. Fantastic. Okay, we really need to get back to the truck and dump stuff. Happy, could you get away from my truck? You asshole! You're right there at my truck. Oh, happy. Really, bud? Really? I'm gonna shoot you in the foot. Come over here, you asshole. How dare you? Oh, there's another happy. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, come on, just get away from the truck. And then you can explode to your heart's content, buddy.
I had a family. I can't control this.
Try harder. Now, some of you might be saying, well, run armor piercing for the 5.56, and it would do better against those guys. That's not been my experience. During the live stream, I kind of tested that. I bought just a bunch of armor piercing, and I did not notice any difference at all. It still took just as many rounds, if not more, to take down the puppets, the armored puppets especially. Let's see, that's... okay, I want this one. No, I don't want that one. Damn it. Do all these have stuff in them still? No, okay, good. I say they shouldn't. Doesn't mean they don't, but it means they shouldn't. Let's just put this stuff loosely in here for now, shall we? Okay. Okay. Hopefully nobody's sneaking up on me. Hey, magazine went into the thingy. Can I have that back? Thank you. Okay. Beautiful. Hey, wait a minute. There. Okay. Onward. I would really like to see... I mean, for those of you that have been with the channel for a while, you guys remember the kind of puppet numbers I used to have before 1.0. I mean, I had a ton of puppets. Like, you'd come here, and this place would just be, like, crawling with puppets. You know, like, just in these open areas out in the parking lots, there'd be, you know, 20 puppets or so, if not more than that. You know, I mean, you go to the airfield and you had to clear a path because you just couldn't get through otherwise. I kind of miss those numbers, honestly. Now, I know that there are some lockers in some of these. Smackerdoo time. Kabiff. Hey-yeah. Big wampus. I don't remember which ones of these have security lockers, though. This one does. Ha 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 ha. Hi, friendo. Kushmaka. Kabiff. Oh, hey. You took a lot of wumpage as well, didn't you? How dare you? Security lockers. Oh, good. Lockpicks. Fantastic. Hey, another lockpick. Would you look at that with your eyes? Give me that, please. Thank you very much. Oh, another lockpick. I was very upset during the live stream, for those of you that saw it, because, oh, hey, another lockpick. I had all of my lockpicking stuff in the utility belt. And so when that got destroyed, and then I bought a new utility belt, my old utility belt just disappeared. It despawned instead of me being able to take the stuff out of it. So I lost like 2 yellow screwdrivers. Come on. Come on. Good. What in the world is going on with my mouse here? Jesus. Come on. It's like the mouse sensitivity is sometimes really high and sometimes not there at all. Ooh, okay, Mag. Now, I'm debating, because we have, I think, now 2 scars. I think. So I could take one apart and use it to fix the other one. I'm debating about running one of those. Since we're wanting to go with a higher caliber weapon, I debate about the Scar. The only thing I don't like with the Scar is I wish that it was just the standard, like Scar 17 or Scar H model. It's still the 308, but a little more compact instead of, the long barrel, heavy precision stock setup. It's a battle rifle instead of a DMR. Oh, come on. What in the hell is going on with the lockpicking? I think I need to go in and fiddle with my mouse settings in here, because it's... The mouse doesn't seem to be affected with anything else, just the lockpicking. Oh, there you go. Can I just strap that to the front of the truck? But here, like, just... that long barrel, I'm not a huge fan of that. This is meant to be a DMR, which stands for Designated Marksman's Rifle. And I would really rather have just a standard version. Now, realistically, I guess it's not... I mean, it's maybe a couple inches longer than the M16 here, but I don't know. I would prefer the standard version. The standard version is basically the same size as the Scar L that we also have in SCUM. It's that, but a 308 version. Now, what I would really like, and those of you that have been with me for much time at all, know that I really, really want them to add an M1A or an M14. Which is basically if you combine the Scar DMR with the M1 rifle. So you get 308 with a 20-round detachable box magazine, but the classic rifle look of the M1. That's what I would really like to see. We're not actually as full as I thought we were here. Do we have room in any of these for more stuff still? Yes. No. Yes. No. Okay. And that one's for scrap. You know what? Just do that. We'll chuck this stuff in here. And then we'll deal with this in a bit. I want to keep that. We don't need those or that. And you can go down here with other stuff. Boom. Okay. Now, I don't remember if these have lockers in them or not. I don't think they do. I know there's some other ones down at the very end that do, so we'll check those. Well, we'll take that. Sure, we'll take all of that. Hoping to find more yellow screwdrivers. Yellow screwdrivers are always good. I do have at least one more yellow screwdriver. You know what? Yes, let's take those. I noticed during the live stream, or not during the live stream, before the live stream, we were rebuilding our base because we did a wipe on our server. So we were, ooh, yes please, we were rebuilding our base. And I was not wearing any kind of gloves at all. Yeah, there's definitely no security lockers in this one. And hi there. And so, yeah, my hand just kept getting injured and whatnot. Now, yay. Now it does, you know, immediately go into stabilization. We already grabbed some of those, thank you. You know, it does immediately go into stabilization, so it's not really a big deal. But it's one of those things of, we might as well grab some work gloves, just so that way we're not tearing our hands up and we're not using up all of our, you know, regular gloves. Okay, so that one had stuff. I don't know if this one does. I can't get in this door, can I? Ooh. Got a happy. Yeah, we're definitely checking out the building over there. That's the good one. Happy. You know what? Sure, we'll take some arrows. With the puppets being slower again, or not again, but, well, I guess kind of again. With the puppets being slower now, we could also, you know, limit ourselves to some degree to, you know, bow, bolt action bolt action rifles, shotguns. You know, if we're gonna have the puppets be this slow, which I kind of like them like this. This is more like traditional zombies. Like I said, that's what I've been wanting for a good while now. If they would just add a headshot only mode. But yeah, this is kind of more what I've been wanting for the puppets. Kabiff, turn around. There you go. Where are you? Oh, you're much... There we go. There's the horde. What the hell happened over there? Oh, see, now that's creepy as hell there to me. Just all of these slow-moving dudes just... Oh, crap. Reload, please. See, you could very easily get into a pickle there. But see, with puppets like these, I would be very tempted to just try to run around them as much as possible. You know, conserve ammunition, especially if they've got higher health. You know, if they've got higher health, then yeah, try to run around them as much as we can. Oh, these are all individual boxes. Crap, I forgot about that. Oh, move! Yeah, they're not gonna take me down quickly here at the moment, but I think we will increase their damage. In fact, let me do that real quick. Let's see. Damage. Okay, I still have this. Okay, let's turn this stuff back on. I had this stuff turned down to 0 because with the last update we had, the decay got really screwed up to where food was just like food would, well, not even just food, but okay, we're gonna set all of this to 0.1. And we're gonna up the zombies' damage. How far can it go? Up to 10. Yeah, we don't want it quite that high. Let's put their damage up to 7. Maybe. Maybe 6. Okay. But all of this stuff, after the last update, got really screwed up to where if you had it on even to 0.1, it would decay so rapidly. We noticed that on the multiplayer server too, and maybe that's just a glitch that would happen occasionally. I don't know, but it was bad. So I turned these all the way off. But with this new update, let's turn them back on a little bit and see what happens. And if everything seems to be working properly now, then we'll go ahead and bump them back up to normal. Now, see, that one doesn't seem to do anything, because if you have that turned off, then technically stuff should never decay. You know, like, things should never get damaged. Your weapon shouldn't ever need to be repaired. Your clothing, gear, stuff like that shouldn't need to be repaired, because that's damage. You know? And then same thing with this, which I've noticed that this doesn't seem to apply either. Because even with that set to 0, our weapons were decaying pretty quickly. So, we're going to see what happens now. Anyway, I'm not going to bother searching all of these. Like I said, we're here primarily for the security lockers, but I'm just going to kind of do a quick search of some of the larger groups here. We'll take that. Why not? What happened? You need to pee or something, bud? I saw you doubling over there. Right here. Kabiff. Kapow. Oofles. There we go. Yeah, you probably need to pee, don't you? Okay, well, let's just go over here in the corner. Let's search this stuff. Ooh, lockpick. But we'll see what we can come up with. I'm gonna just work on trying to get settings kind of sorted out the way that I want them to be. But let me know what you guys think as far as how we could or should do some settings. Yeah, a lot of these are just gonna have a whole bunch of nothing. Let me know what you guys think of these slow puppets like this. Like I said, I personally like them, so long as I can get the numbers high enough. You know, ho, 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 ho. Sure, you could sell for money. There's another smacker, dude. We'll take that. Why not? Shh. Get in the thing. Thank you. Now, technically, I could put one of those... well, no, I can't. Not with... yes, I can. I think. Can't I? No, not while it's in the backpack. Right. Okay. But yeah, there's no security lockers in this one. No. Okay. Well, let's get back out there. Move the truck up. What is that? Another holster. I don't have room for you. Yes, I do. The holsters sell pretty decently, so we're gonna take them. And I will almost certainly just go buy a trader after this. Because we're not far from the traders. Yeah, I mean, I could zip down to there and hit the trader. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see about hitting the train yard, maybe, on the way over. Because we did the train yard yesterday, and the train yard is a great place to encounter NPCs as well. I really don't like those at all. They don't sell very well either, if memory serves. But we'll see. Aha, there you are, truck. Good, nobody's surrounding the truck this time. That's excellent. Now, we just need an empty backpack. Not that one. This one. Perfect. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, and then you go in there as well. And Spiffy, hey, you took my other empty magazine. Honestly, that's okay, because I don't really need them. Do I? No, the empties don't really do us any good. Okay. Let's see. We need to get over yonder ways. Yes. But yeah, what I would really like to see, and this is what I was kind of hoping for with puppet numbers, is to have just a crap ton of puppets. I mean, just a ton of puppets. But have them all be slow like that. You know, I like them being slow, but there needs to be enough of them to where they're still a threat. You know, now out here in the open, yeah, you can stay away from them pretty easily. Where this is going to get really interesting is like down in bunkers where you can't really escape very effectively and you can get cornered quite easily. That's where this is really going to get interesting, I think. I don't know that I'm going to bother searching any of those. I hear you. Where are you? I think they're up. I do believe they are up. Well, there's one over there. Yep, you're up. Okay. Hi. Yeah, several of you guys. You know what? Maybe we just go outside. There's a ladder out here we can use to just bypass all of that. Yep, I hear you, Hap. There's usually a happy up on the roof. Whoop. Oh. I hope he's on, like, the top roof and not... You know, it'd be great to get over onto that thing. I don't know that I can make that. Yes, I can. Okay, let's see if we can't get up here and spot ol' Hap. And take him out before he takes us out. Shall we? Oh, this didn't get me up as high as I thought, but it's high enough, because there he is right there. Right. There we go. That works. It's not quite what I was hoping for with him, but it'll do. Now. Oh, this could be dangerous, because I can't really get up on the railing very effectively here, can I? Oh, not really. Oh, there we go. Maybe. No. Still no. Gosh dang it. Oh, no, 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 no. Ow. Ow. Oh, that smarted. Ow. Oh, that's not good. Ah, damn it. Hit better. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Yep. Oh, I'm hobbling now. Damn it. That's exactly what I was afraid of. Did I break my foot? Probably. Oh. Ouch. Oh, pain and hurt. Oh, and we're running low on ammo too. Fantastic. Oh, that hurt a lot. Oh, can I climb this? Ow. 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 Oh. Well, it could have been worse. Ow. Oh, you're over here. Why are you over here? I don't want to fight you up close, buddy. Thank you. How many bullets we got left? Enough for one. Okay. Oh, that smarted a lot. Oh, you all shush. I'm climbing a ladder with a broken foot. Y'all shut the hell up. We'll take that. Oh. Anybody up here to mess up my day? Oh, boy! Gosh dang it. And I'm glad you were stupid there. With the damage that they're going to be putting out, one shot from her probably would have dropped me. Oh, crap. Man, I really hope I can find some... find something with a little more punch. See, I can make those noises too. And right now I'm hobbling around like you guys too, so hey, look at that. I'm one of you guys. See, I'm one of you guys. You shouldn't be trying to come after me. We're all friends here. You know. Now, I wish that you could close this door here, but that's okay, I guess. Because I don't know if they'll be able to fall off the roof or anything like that and come smack me in the face. Anywho, Well, let's try and deal with this. No, no, no. There we go. More 338 ammo. I think I've only used the 338 once. And I was not overly impressed by it. Hey, there's some good stuff, though. Yuck. No, I'm not touching the bird shot, especially not with the puppets being tougher. I don't think bird shot would do anything to him right now. Hey, there we go. That's a nice one. I don't remember if we already have an M1. I think we do, don't we? Because wasn't I using an M1 for a while? I get confused because I switch back and forth between this and the multiplayer server. So I never remember which, what what my character has in a particular thing. I always get confused as to if I'm thinking of my multiplayer character or this character. Yeah, I'm fully aware that you're feeling pain, buddy. There's not a lot we can do about that right now. We don't have any painkillers on us. Those will be in the truck. Which I should have grabbed before I came out here, but, whatever. At least I'm pretty sure we don't have painkillers on us. You know what, buddy? Just for you, we'll check. Oh, we do have painkillers. Hot diggity dang. There you go. Now, I'm curious what the painkillers, in real life, taking too many painkillers can cause significant problems for you. Is that how it works in SCUM as well? Also, is it possible to develop addictions in SCUM to stuff like that? I know you can get addicted to, I think nicotine from smoking the cigarettes and stuff like that. But can you actually get addicted to like the painkillers? I don't know. I'm curious. Hey, that's not a bad condition AK. We'll take that. I've got a couple of different AKs now. Actually, I think they're all the underfolder style like that. Damn. You shush up there. I'm not going to be able to carry all of the stuff out if there's more guns in these. Hey, there we go. I can walk properly again. Come on. Come on. There we go. Another Tommy gun. I don't particularly care for the Tommy gun. Okay, well, what can we do here? Can I take the Tommy gun and chuck it over the railing down there? Damn it, I want to drop it down there. Is that a thing I could do? Hey, the sun came out. Would you look at that? Damn it. It's not going to help here. Okay, well, we got all of that stuff. See if there's still anything in these. More ammunition would be good. Magazines would be fantastic-terrific. I don't really have room to carry that. Hey, those will do. I find 38 armor piercing to be interesting. Any armor piercing pistol ammunition I find to be kind of humorous because to pierce armor you really need speed, and pistol rounds are not particularly fast, generally speaking. 38 special, especially, is not very fast. And so it always kind of makes me chuckle a little bit when it's like, yep, armor piercing 38 special. Like I don't know that you could get a 38 special round moving fast enough to punch through armor very effectively. I mean, yeah, you can get a 38 special. Oh, I can't. There we go. Oh, you can get a 38 special, trucking along at reasonable speeds, but realistically, your typical 38 special is going to run 7 to 900 feet per second, generally speaking. 357 Magnum, which is essentially just 38 special, but better, is more powerful. Uh, it'll run typically 12, 1300 feet per second, something like that. Rifle rounds, which you typically want for armor piercing, are going to be in the neighborhood of, 2,500 to 3,000 feet per second. And that's really what you want for armor piercing. You kind of need speed on your side for armor piercing. And just pistol rounds in general don't have that. You're because a pistol round is a typically large diameter, slow moving round. They're designed specifically for soft targets at close range. If you want better, hard surface penetration, you need something that moves faster and is typically a pointier design than what you're going to get with pistol rounds. Not to say that you can't get armor piercing capability out of pistols, but generally speaking, you're going to be hard pressed to do it. You'd have better luck with something like a 5.7 millimeter, which is it's technically a pistol round, but it's basically a miniaturized rifle round. But it's it's a small, low recoil, fast moving, pointy bullet that can be fired out of a pistol. Now, is it this building here? Or is it that one over yonder? I think it's this. I don't know. It's one of these buildings. Anywho, we had friendos here last time. We showed up here. Had some NPCs coming out of that building there and put a hurt on us. Anywho. Sorry, most of you probably really don't care at all about any of like the gun talk and stuff that I do, but I am very much a firearms enthusiast in real life. I have Several. And so I'm often critical in games of the way that they portray firearms. And as a general rule, Scum actually does a pretty darn good job. Yeah, there's some things that could be improved, but generally speaking, Scum is one of the more realistic ones in terms of how it portrays firearms. But stuff like that, where you have armor piercing 38 special, that one just kind of makes not a whole lot of sense to me. Now, maybe somebody did develop an armor piercing 38 special, but I find it hard to believe. What do you guys think on the hat? Should we go with a hat or no hat? I kind of like the hair that we have. You know, quite often I wear the hats because I don't like the hair. But honestly, this combination, I do really like the hair and the beard combination with this one. Okay, this was not the correct building. Hi, I see you stuck in the wall over there. Can you stay over there? Thank you. Okay, so where the hell is this other building then? About gotta be that one then, doesn't it? Yeah, it'll be this one. Ooh. Oh, hi. Smackerdoo time. Smacka. Kabiff. Kapow. There you go. I don't like the Deagle 50s. Well, I don't like the Deagles in general. Force unlock. Oh, I can force it I can force it open with the sledgehammer? Wow, I did not know that. That is fascinating. Use this, please. I thought it had to be a pry bar. Oh, I can't pick up the M249. Of course I can't. Why would I be able to put... You know, I'd put the hat on it. It'll just make... I said put the hat on. Thank you. It will make things easier. Thank you very much. Another M249. Well, we're gonna be doing well at the trader. Ballista. I don't particularly want it, but it might sell. I don't know how well those sell. They don't cost very much, so I can't imagine it's going to sell particularly well. But ooh. Okay. Come on. Damn it. There we go. Sure, put that on. Okay, well, I know the M249 will sell. The Ballista, especially in that condition, I don't know that it will. The VHS probably. I mean, because we'll need to fix it up. We'll need to fix this one up too, actually. Let's see what we can do here for getting stuff in here. That's not gonna work. No, but if we can do something here, will that work for it? Get in. Yeah, stupid thing. That and that. And then that's still not quite far enough. Damn it. And I can't take it up any higher. Wait, why am I being stupid? Why are you guys letting me be that stupid, huh? Stop letting me be stupid. You guys just like let me be stupid because then you get to laugh at me and say, "Oh, that guy's an idiot." Ha 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 ha. I know your game. You guys that's why you guys come to this channel anyways, for the stupid. Actually, a lot of you come to the channel for the rambling apparently. So I'm thankful for that because I ramble a lot. Okay, I'm not going to bother with that. Now, technically, I could slap one of these M16 magazines in there. For those of you that don't know, yeah, the M249 can also use the M16 magazines. But I'm not going to bother doing that. And the reason I don't like the M249, hi, buddy, is because it can only fire full auto. The best that you can get out of it, if you're trying to go for semi-auto to conserve ammunition, the best that you can possibly do, hi, is 2 shots. You know, you can't just bump the trigger and actually get it to do a single shot. It's always going to be a minimum of 2, at least in my experience. So that is very unfortunate, and that's why I don't use the M249. Because it burns through ammo too damn quickly, and I just don't like it. Pretty sure one of these... Well, no, actually, I think I cleared all of that stuff out, didn't I? Fair enough. Bullets, stuff, things, etc. Get in there. Beautiful. How much room do we have in here still? You know, we could actually do that and then go hiya. And hiya. Can we get... No, we can't get you in there. No, not quite. Great. Okay. That's fine, though, because we can now do this, and then this, and then this. Beautiful. Perfect. Fantastic. And then we can go hat. Why not? And then you go back in there. And then, let's see, you're 12, you're 22, you're 1. Okay, so you have some stuff in you. What stuff do you have in you? You're full. Never mind. Okay, so we need this one. And then that one. Okay, beautiful. Anywho, that is going to do it for this episode. Let me know what you guys think of these slower zombies or puppets. Let me know what you think as far as their health. Like I said, I like the slower speed of them. It makes them more like what I wanted out of them. But we'll definitely have to tweak their health and damage and stuff like that. Like I said, out in the open, they're not a huge threat, as is like this, but that's kind of more realistic. You know, the individual is not gonna be a threat. It's the group, the horde, that's gonna be the threat. Especially when you start getting inside buildings, and particularly in places like bunkers. That's when it's really gonna come into play. So, we may do a little bit more testing, but let me know your initial thoughts on it. And we can kind of tweak things and go from there. And let me know what you think as far as, if we keep the slow puppets, should we restrict our loadout, you know, to, you know, slower firing, lower capacity weapons, that kind of thing. Or just stick with doing whatever, especially if we have their health boosted, you know. So just let me know your opinions on all of that stuff. And, yeah, let me know what kind of stuff you guys would like to see going forward. Because right now, because I'm probably going to go hit the train yard, see if we can't get, I think they're over here. There's some little warehouses that have some pretty good stuff in them. And then I'll probably go hit the trader. And then I don't know where we're going to go or what we're going to do after that. May head back up to base and just kind of do some chilling around there. Maybe try some fishing, cooking, that kind of stuff. Maybe just work on adding to the base. But if there's other stuff that you guys would like to see, stuff that's more exciting or, whatever, or if you just want to go around and explore some more, we can certainly do that. Because I did a whole series, or not a whole series, but I started a series where I just explored the entire map. And I didn't get very far. I think we made it into, like, this sector, maybe this one. I don't know. We didn't make it very far. We made it like a third of the way through the map. But anywho, let me know what you guys would like to see. Because for SCUM, I'm always looking for new ideas. SCUM is a game that you can spend a lot of time just kind of farting around and living in. And I enjoy that kind of thing. But, I can do that on my own time if I get free time. But so for the videos and stuff like that, I want to do stuff that you guys find interesting. So let me know what you'd like to see. I guess all of that being said, I've rambled long enough. So, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd greatly appreciate you hitting that like button. And if you haven't done so already, I'd greatly appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It's a small click for you, but it means a lot to me. It helps the channel grow, and it lets me know that you like what I do and that you'd like to see more of it. So with that being said, I'm going to plug the links in the description. We've got St. Jude Children's Hospital and Wounded Warrior Project, both linked in the description. So if you'd like to support either of those charities, please go check out those links. Then we have my Discord server, as well as the Discord server for the Wolfpack multiplayer SCUM server. That is the multiplayer server that I do my live streams on. It is a PvE server. We have player-to-player damage turned off, and player locks cannot be picked. So you don't have to worry about toxic people on that server. Other than that, the settings are pretty much the same as I have them here. We don't have puppets limping permanently on that server. But we have puppet numbers maxed out, NPC numbers maxed out, animal numbers maxed out. Loot is slightly boosted. There's no mechs or dropships. And yeah, I think that's about it. But anyway, point is, it's a nice chill server. There's a lot of good people on there, so if you're looking for a nice chill PvE server where you can avoid toxic players and you just kind of want to hang out, or if you're new to SCUM and you'd like some help kind of learning the ropes and getting started, maybe join up with a squad or something like that, we're a great server for that. There's a lot of people on there that like to help new folks. So if that sounds like something you'd like to check out, check that link in the description. That'll take you to the server rules page. Read all the rules. It's pretty simple. And then get in touch with one of the admins. They are listed on that page as well. And somebody can get you set up with the password. And then we have my wife's YouTube channel, where she does a variety of videos, including ambient rain videos, comedy videos, paranormal videos, where she posts informational content on various haunted locations, as well as some evidence that we have captured, because we are amateur paranormal investigators. And then we do family live streams over there where we play games like Phasmophobia. So if any of that content sounds interesting to you, please go check out her channel. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.